Hi, welcome to Top Chef University. I'm Carla, finalist from Top Chef New York. Our first course is all about the basics, and this lesson is Specialty Fruits Part 1. Now, fresh fruit is a staple in any Top Chef kitchen. And while delicious on its own and a natural fit for pastries and dessert, seasonal fruit can transform a cocktail, salad, or main course into something truly gourmet. A bowl filled with a variety of fruit gives your recipes endless possibilities. As a chef, one of the highlights of my job is going to the farmers market, talking with local purveyors, tasting the daily offerings, and letting the market dictate the day's menu. While spring and fall have an abundance of exceptional produce like fresh fava beans and earthy acorn squash, summer offers the very best in berries, stone fruit such as plums, apricots, and nectarines, and watermelon. And nothing compares to the sugary, juicy flesh of a ripe summer peach. Now, the three keys to making the most of these summer staples are selection, storage, and preparation. So, when you're selecting your berries, in general, berries and stone fruit should be richly colored, smooth skinned, plump, and blemish-free. For instance, with this strawberry, I can actually smell it. It smells like a strawberry. I know it sounds crazy, but it's as simple as that. And berries should be dry and mold-free. A good rule is to always shop with your nose. Trust your senses. The best fruit should be fragrant. Now, watermelons should have a firm, symmetrical, and a melon-like fragrance. It should be heavy for its size, too. And the bottom of it should be a buttery yellow, not white or pale green, which is a sign of immaturity. Okay, this is a good one. Now, it's important that berries should remain unwashed in their original containers before you use them. Now, as a rule, I always wash the strawberries. For these berries here, always, sometimes never. Always the blueberries, sometimes the blackberries, never the raspberries. And they should be eaten within a week of purchase. Now, stone fruit. These ripen best at room temperature. Never store them in the refrigerator or in a plastic bag. If you need to speed up the ripening process, just place them in a paper bag and leave them on the kitchen counter. When they're ripe, the fruit will be fragrant and the flesh will give gently when squeezed. Just gently, okay? Now, once ripened, it can be stored in the refrigerator for 3 to 5 days. Now, watermelon can remain at room temperature for about 2 weeks if uncut. Now, once cut, and I know this sounds very basic, store the fruit in an airtight plastic container or bag in the refrigerator. Now I want to move to washing and preparing the strawberries. Just rinse them under cool water. Let's shake them off a bit. And now I'm going to pour them onto a sheet pan with a paper towel. You want to make sure they're in a single layer. Now, to remove the hull, angle a small paring knife right into the fruit and cut around the hull in a circular motion. You want to cut out the hull rather than actually cutting it off, thereby preserving as much flesh as possible. And it isn't necessary to go out and get a special gadget for this, okay? Now, let's talk about the stone fruit and preparing it. You want to wash them before using them. These have already been washed. And to remove the pit, bisect the fruit with the paring knife. And as you can see, I'm just going all the way around. And then I twist the fruit like so. One side is going to come out without the pit. And then I take my paring knife and just gently pop out the pit just like that. Voila. Now, whole watermelons should be washed before using those as well. You still want to create a flat surface by cutting off part of the rind and making it flat. Then I'm going to cut this in half. cutting it right in half. All right, again, flat surface, okay? Now what I want to do, just like the citrus fruit, I'm just going to cut the rind off. Now at this point, you decide how thick or thin you want it. Do you want it in chunks? Do you want it in slices? It's up to you. I mean, we can just do this. Whatever you want to do. Okay? Voila. While the summer berry season is fairly short, good quality berries can be found in the frozen food section of the grocery store. Now, many recipes, such as blueberry muffins or pancakes, don't even require the berries to be defrosted. So what if your fruit isn't as sweet or juicy as you had hoped? Macerating them is an effective way to enhance the juiciness and natural sweetness. All you have to do is rinse the fruit and pat it dry. Now, if you're using strawberries, at this point you want to slice them. Then you put your berries or your strawberries in a non-reactive bowl, such as stainless steel, and just sprinkle them with sugar. You're going to cover it with plastic wrap, let them sit at room temperature for about 30 minutes, and then you finish it with a squeeze of lemon juice to balance the flavors. Done. Perfect. While sweet, these seasonal fruits can easily be used for both sweet and savory preparations. And stone fruits can stand up well to a variety of cooking methods, including roasting, grilling, and poaching. So that's Specialty Fruits Part 1. Now you've been through the pits, we'll go on vacation with exotic fruits in Part 2.